People who live in Cedar Mill are worried about a medical marijuana dispensary that plans to set up shop on their street.
Yeah, it's not far from Murray Boulevard, just off Cornell. And that's where Tim Becker joined us live with more. What's this all about, Tim?
Well, Jeff, this is the house behind me whose owners want to open that dispensary. The next step of doing that legally is, of course, holding a meeting with the neighbors. And it is at that meeting that the owner hopes to be able to address the neighbors' concerns tonight.
Kids go by here. School buses go by here. It's a small little house.
Linda Michalski lives a stone's throw from the house at 730 Northwest Dale Avenue in Portland's Cedar Mill neighborhood. 30 yards to the north is busy commercial Cornell Road. To the south, a quiet street lined with residential home after residential home.
It's a neighborhood. School, like I said, school buses go by here. Sunset High School, elementary schools.
Linda got this letter from a Sherry Ralston with a company called Western Oregon Botanicals just 2 weeks ago. That's when she first learned about the proposed dispensary, where Ralston also posted this more public notice and where she'll be tonight answering neighbors' questions about the business. She tells me she already has a conditional medical marijuana permit from the state, but because the building is in Washington County, she now has to submit a proper land use application. The county land use office tells me the property lies in a transit-oriented retail commercial land use district where medical pot dispensaries are in fact allowed. People like Linda,
it should be in a commercial type area.
Just think it belongs in a place more like this, no further away from her, but across Cornell Road in a commercial building, and not next to homes where families want to feel safe.
You've seen on the news that they've already been robbed and murders and shootings, and this is, it's a one in, one out, and it's a concern.
Well, the county isn't involved at all at this point. They tell me tonight's meeting is simply a prerequisite to submitting an application for a dispensary here. That'll be a Type 2 land use review application, by the way. Once that process is underway, neighbors like Linda will then have a chance to go on the record and comment in front of the county and voice their concerns. Live in Northwest Portland, Tim Becker, KOIN 6 News.
Yeah, it's going to be interesting, the fact that it's opening in a house in a neighborhood, or that's what they want to do.
Right next to homes.
Keep us updated, Tim.
Yeah, and a viewer told us about the pot dispensary in this neighborhood. So if you have an issue that you'd like us to look into, you can always email your news tips to reportit@koin.com or click on the Report It tab on our mobile app.